Welcome to everybody. Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I'm your host. My name is Rich Norton. I'm delighted and excited to be with you today. I am thrilled about all the wonderful things that are going on with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Now, I know a lot of you that watch the shows are not with us. You're maybe doing some other type of sales. I was talking to someone the other day. She said she was in real estate sales, and she goes, I watch your shows, and they're really helping me. I just got into this field, and I'm helping closing deals because the things that you are teaching applies to what I am doing. I'm like, fantastic. That's what these shows are for. I love to be able to train. I love to be able to teach. I love to be able to motivate and inspire, and I want to make sure all of these things that we have on our shows are going to be beneficial not only to the representatives at Retriever, but also to people in life in general. And it's exciting to hear that. So people are calling me up and they're watching the shows, and people that are in sales, that are not in sales. I've talked about this before. I know that there are merchant service companies that watch this. They get together, they have groups, and they have training classes like, watch this guy, he's the best, and they're helping their training team, and that's great. But if you want to join the winning team, the true superstars, we will help you to get to the next level in our industry. That's my goal. That's my excitement. That's what I want to be able to do. We have representatives that are calling us all the time from other merchant service companies, and they're saying like, man, I'm working with this company right now, and I've been doing it for 2 weeks. I called up, and they said, watch these shows, watch these videos, and then call us up when you got a deal. And that's their training. And I'm like, man, oh man, it's, you know, I know you want to be successful in this business, but it's important that you get trained and you're brought in the right way. And that's what I'm proud to say, very excited to say, that with our team, with our group, with all the dedicated trainers that we have, all the dedicated leaders that we have, it's exciting to be able to know that representatives can come into our company and they can learn from the best. And I always say this, I'm not talking about back in my day, this is what I used to do, this is what you need to be doing with us, but 20 years ago, this is what I used to do. Everything that I'm teaching, everything that I'm training, everything that our leaders and our trainers are doing, they are out in the field doing it themselves. We call that leadership by example. Best leadership through servanthood, by serving our representatives, and by leading by example. No one can ever say that those guys, they don't know what they're doing, they don't do it, you know, they're behind the times. We're out there in the field and we're learning and we're experiencing great success, and that's what we want you to have. So with Retriever Merchant Solutions, join the winning team. Exciting things are happening right now. Exciting news. We're going to talk about this more on future shows. We are a part of Payrock right now, bought out by Payrock. Payrock is the fastest growing processor in the entire country, so we're going to be part of that. We're going to be expanding. We're still having access to all of our other processors, and man, oh man, it keeps getting better. How would you like to be able to say this? You can walk into any business USA and you'll be able to help that merchant, whether they're doing mobile processing, whether they're doing regular credit card processing with a POS terminal, whether they need a beautiful POS state-of-the-art equipment. We've got like 5 of them now and growing. If they're e-commerce, if they already got something already and we need to reprogram it, yes, we have it. Website processing, yes, we have it. Virtual terminals, yes, we have it. Gadgets on the phone, Bluetooth, yes, we have it. Mobile process, it's there. It's all there. All you have to do is make the decision. I'm part of the winning team. I'm learning from the best. They have a great opportunity for me. All I have to do is just do it. Many representatives are trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, they'll call us up, yeah, I got these new ideas to get people in front of me. I got all these things, I'm practicing, I'm studying. Once I get everything down, I'll be out there in the field. Forget about all that. Make the decision and do exactly what we do. That's the way you're going to have success. If you take these two things, if you say referrals and cold calling, those two things right there are going to bring you success. That's where you can control your own destiny. And that's a great segue to what this show is all about today. Things you can control. That's the theme of our show today. Now, there are things in life that we cannot control. Circumstances happen, things happening, stuff happens. That's life. Sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. Sometimes life stinks, but we can respond positively. We may not be able to control the situation or the scenario, but we can control our attitude. So I'd like for you to break out your notebooks right now, break out your pens, and we're the theme of the show. I got it right here. Things you can control. I've got about 10 of them. I'm going to run through them. We should be able to get through them throughout the show. Very excited to share them with you. So let's take a short break and let's jump right on it and let's make it happen. I'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, you have Rich Norton here from Retriever Merchant Solutions. Do you consider yourself a winner? Do you consider yourself a champion? Do you consider yourself the best? Are you that type of person that likes to strive for the best? You like being number one, you're competitive, you like being in a positive environment where you can go as far as you want to go? Well, that's what we have at Retriever Merchant Solutions, an opportunity where you can be big as you want to be. You can grow as high as you want to go. You can go as far as you want to go. That's the opportunity that we have here with RMS. So if you feel that you're that type of person, you like meeting people, you're not afraid of rejection, you understand that the key to success is having a right attitude and going to work and never looking back and never giving up and making a commitment to do this 1,000%, that's going to give you success. So if I just described you, I want you to give me a call. Rich Norton, 904-434-4635. You're going to see the email right at the bottom of the screen. We will teach you this business. You may say, well, I've never done that type of business. We will teach you. We will train you. We will give you all the necessary tools on what it takes to become successful. And then we can celebrate your success and congratulate you for being a winner with RMS. I look forward to that. Give me a call. All right, things we can control. Now your mind is probably spinning and saying, okay, I want to hear what he has to say about these things. What can I control? And I've got these things written out right now, and I just said that earlier. Sometimes in life, things happen that we have no control over, but the number one thing that we can control is our attitude. Please keep that in mind. You control your attitude. Sometimes people say, well, you make me mad, or you get me down. You know how to push my buttons. You get me going. This person makes me depressed. Well, only you control your attitude. It's raining outside, so that's controlling my attitude. That's not the way to go. The news is terrible. Don't watch the news. You control your attitude. So sometimes in life, things are difficult in life. So please remember that, as we all know. But we can control how we respond to it. So the question of the day is right now, how is your attitude? You control that. Make the decision that I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to have a pity party. I'm not going to let outside distractions. I'm not going to let any negativity bring me down. I am in charge of my attitude. I am in charge from the neck up, my attitude. I control that. I control how I respond. I control my complete attitude. So keep that in mind. You control that. That's definitely one thing that you can control. That's your attitude. You got that? So everybody make the decision, my attitude is going to be awesome. My attitude is going to be fantastic. Why? Because I've made the decision to have a positive attitude. Bottom line, people make a decision to be down. People make a decision to be depressed. People make a decision to be negative. You make the decision to be positive. You can control that. So that's number one. Number two, kind of goes along with it. You can control your thoughts, your thought process. What is going through your mind right now? Because it's a powerful thing. It really is. I think about it, how it applies to sales, for example. People can talk themselves right out of having success. They can say, well, you know what? It's a tough business. It's a tough industry. There's a recession. There's a Democrat in the White House. There's a Republican in the White House. There's not enough here. They blame everything else, and they're letting that affect their thought process. So the mind is a powerful thing. No question about it. You have to control your thoughts. The moment negative thoughts start coming in, you have to zap them out. Get them out of there. You have to avoid all stinking thinking, hardening of the attitude, excusitis. For example, even when it comes down to working out. I was thinking about that this morning. I got up this morning and I was like, it's kind of raining out. You know, this is even me. This happens to me. It's kind of rainy out. Do I really want to go for a walk? Should I miss a day? Do I really want to do the push-ups? Do I want to do sit-ups today? And my answer was no, I don't. You know, but that has nothing to do with it. My feelings has nothing to do with it. I had to zap that thinking out. Get rid of that stinking thinking. Get rid of that wrong thinking and saying, yes, I'm going to do it anyway. Even if I don't feel like it, I'm going to let my feelings catch up to me, and I'm going to do it anyway. I am in complete control over my thoughts, and so are you. So the moment any negative thoughts start creeping in, zap them out, replace them with positive thoughts. I am somebody. I am a winner. I do make it happen. I'm going to have a great day today. I'm going to do fantastic today. The merchants are going to love me today. I'm going to have great success because I am a success. So my thought pattern, I can control. I am in complete control over all of my thoughts. Amazing. Number three, you can control the people that you surround yourself with. I've said this many times. You are a product of your own environment. You are who you hang around with. If you hang around with a bunch of people that use drugs, I'm not saying that you're going to, but the odds are that you probably can start. If you hang around people that drink all the time, well, guess where you're going to be hanging around? In bars. Chances are you'll probably drink as well. Now, I'm not saying there's anything bad with drinking. I'm saying you don't want to overindulge. If you hang around with people that use foul language all the time, pretty soon you're going to start using foul language all the time. If you hang around with negative people, you're going to pretty soon going to start talking negative and thinking negative yourself. You are the 5 people that you hang around with. If you hang around with 5 millionaires, there's a good chance you could be the 6th millionaire. Learn from them. Find out what they do in life. Find out what makes them tick. If you hang out with movers and shakers and winners, people that are excited about life, people that are positive, people that are going somewhere, people that don't make excuses, they're high on living, they're excited about life. Picture that. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself with. Now, that doesn't mean that they never get down. You know, sometimes somebody asks me, do you ever get down? Of course. You know, we all have that. We all have moments, but we don't stay down. We understand that obstacles come, challenges come, difficulties come, but we overcome that by having a positive attitude. That's that whole thing, controlling your attitude, controlling your thoughts, controlling the people you hang around with. Now, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying get rid of all your friends, disqualify them, they're not good enough to hang around with you. I'm not saying that at all. We have certain types of people that sometimes we hang with for a season, sometimes for a short time. But I'm talking about your main people, your squad, your group, the people that motivate you. They should be motivating you, inspiring you, helping you realize and reach your maximum full potential. So you control that. If you're the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Remember that. So always look to grow. Always make sure that the people you are surrounding yourself with are helping you to elevate to higher levels. So who controls that? You do. You control the type of people that you're going to spend time with. Make sure that you hang around with winners. Winners hang around with winners. So you can control that. The next one, you can also control your physical well-being. It's like, people don't want to hear that. It's like, yeah, I know, believe me, I know. And we all know that. We can control that. Is it hard work? Yes, it is. It certainly is. Do we want to do it all the time? No, we don't. Do we want to work out every single day? Do we want to exercise every day? No, we don't. But once we start doing it, we start feeling better. We start feeling good. I think about that all the time where, I'm getting up in the morning, it's like, I really don't want to do it, but once I get going, once I get them push-ups going, once I get them sit-ups going, once I'm out for a walk, I was doing this the other day, walking around the neighborhood, and I got some praise and worship music on, and I'm fired up, and I'm excited, listening to the music, I'm raising my hands, and I'm praising God as I'm going for a walk, I'm seeing deer prancing around, I'm the only one that's out there, I'm with Mother Nature, I'm with God's creation, it's fantastic. And I'm like, man, I could have not experienced this if I made the decision not to go for a walk. So we have to take care of our physical well-being. We only have a short time on this earth, and it goes by so fast. And I'm thinking about this year I'll be 60 years old. I'm like, man, what am I going to do when I grow up? And I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking, wow, I used to think 60 was old. Now I'm thinking, man, it's young. I mean, it went by fast, and I'm really excited for the next 10 years. I'm excited after that for the next 10 years. But I want to make sure that the success that I'm having, that I'm healthy enough to enjoy that, and I'm able to control that. Now, if I drink Coca-Colas all day long and eat pizzas and McDonald's, which I like all that food, and I used to do that a lot. Every now and then, I'll do that. I had a cheeseburger yesterday. Grandson came in for the weekend, ate some little treats with him, ate some ice cream. I love that, but I can't do that every day. I know that. I have to make sure that I'm eating right, eating properly. That's part of taking care of my well-being. I have control over that. Nobody else does except me. I have to take control of what I put into my body, garbage in, garbage out. I have to put into my mind. I got to make sure I'm controlling that, because that's part of my physical well-being as well. Making sure I'm doing that, making sure I'm exercising, making sure I'm eating right, making sure I'm staying healthy, make sure I go to physicals, make sure I go to the dentist, make sure I do all these things to make sure I'm living my life right and I'm being taken care of. So I have complete control over that. So do you. So if you haven't been doing that, I'm not beating you up. I'm saying for your own benefit and for your own blessings, make the decision starting today that I am going to take care of my physical well-being. I want you to be able to look in the mirror and say, wow, you look awesome, man. You look great. You're getting better. You're improving. You're getting improving all the time. Life is good. You have complete control over that. Go to a doctor, get a physical, find out where you're at, get a physical every year, get on some kind of plan. diet plan, food plan, whatever it may be, exercise, eat right, get positive. You'll have a lot more energy, and also, which goes along with that, sleeping the amount of time that you need. For me, I found 7.5 hours, 8 hours at the most, at the max. Right about 7.5 hours is about what I need. Going to bed at 8, 8:30, waking up at 4, perfect for me. So that's my lifestyle. So you have complete control over that. I hope you're taking notes on this, because we are on number 5. We can control how we treat others. Now, sometimes people will treat us bad. Can I get an amen on that? Sometimes people will be rude. The things we can control is how we respond to that. And the way I look at that and the way I envision that is, if somebody might be rude to me, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're going through a difficult time right now. Now, the natural response would be to be rude right back. So go get them even stronger. Oh, you're going to be rude to me? I'll show you. That doesn't work, because all that does, it just builds up tension. And we tend to do that with the ones that are closest to us. So we can respond and we can control how we treat others. And it's kind of that golden rule: treat others the way that you want to be treated. Now, I'm talking about no matter who they are. And I see this because I've gone to some really nice places, gone to some nice restaurants, and I see people that walk into some of these places that think they're better than other people. And it's unfortunate. I want to correct these people, but I don't. But some people think it's they need to show the other person that is the valet for their car, you know, here's my car, go get it, you know. Or the person that's waiting on them at the table, they're treating them with disrespect. They're not being kind to them at all. The person that's cleaning up, you know, they're not being kind to them. We can control how we treat all people. So if we make that our attitude, that no matter who we encounter in life, who we meet in life, we treat each and every one of them with kindness, with compassion and respect, because we do not know what they are going through. Love other people, encourage other people, be a blessing to other people. Our goal should be that when they meet us, their day should be brighter having met us. What a way to live, because if you do that, you are going to have and experience much more joy and happiness in your life. So you certainly can control how you treat other people. Please take that to mind, and I'm preaching to myself right now, because we do that. And again, the ones that we're the closest to, it seems like we treat them with the most disrespect, unfortunately. I see that all the time. Somebody's yelling at someone in the house and going back and forth. They're yelling. All of a sudden, the phone rings. It's like, rah, 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 hello? And they're treating other people that they don't even know with much better respect than the ones that they live with. So we can control how we treat other people. I'm sure that makes sense to you. I'm rolling right through these. It's great. Another thing that we control is whether we ask for help or not. No matter what level that we're at, sometimes we have a sense of pride that we don't think we need help from other people. It's like, I got this figured out. Yeah, you know, somebody may say, well, maybe you should talk to so-and-so. Maybe they can help you in that area. Nah, I'm fine, especially us guys. We're like that. I don't need anybody. I got it all figured out. And we kind of fall into that trap a lot. So we can control that, whether we need help from others or not. So keep that in mind also. I don't need to touch a lot on that. I want to cover one more before we take a short break, and then we'll finish up. We can also control our gratitude for what we have. As we're pursuing success, as we are climbing the ladder of success, it's important to go for it, but it's also important to be grateful for what you already have. We can control that. You know, sometimes people may say, well, you're being greedy. You know, it's not being greedy, it's being grateful is the key. Are you genuinely and sincerely thankful for where you're at right now? And no matter what level that you're at, there's always, always, always something to be thankful for. There are a lot of people that are in a lot worse situations than you are. There's always, always something to be grateful for, and you can control that. You control that attitude and make sure that no matter what, as you're growing, as you're improving, as you're getting excited, as you're moving up, you always maintain the attitude of gratitude. You control that. Make that decision. That's something that you completely have control over. I hope this resonates with all of you. We're going to take a short break. I got a few more. We're going to finish up. This is going perfectly as far as our time. Very grateful to share this with you. I'll be right back. Hello everybody, Rich Norton here from RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. I want to thank you all for tuning into our shows. Most of our shows are recorded here live at Hands and Feet Foundation, which is a ministry that I serve in, and I'm very, very blessed to serve into this ministry. My wife and I come out here. She's out here every Thursday or Tuesday. She brings music out to everybody, and I come out usually with her on Saturdays, and we have church with everybody that comes out here. And we've been very fortunate, very blessed to come out here and serve in this ministry. This is a ministry that's near and dear to our hearts. We have a passion and we have a heart for the lost. We have a passion and a heart for people that are down and out. And the majority of the people that come here are homeless, been through some very difficult times, whether it's bad choices on their own or whether it's just circumstances. We just love on them and we help them get off the streets and we help them get into rehab for some people that are wanting to get clean. We send them to different places. So there's just wonderful things that are happening here at Hands and Feet Foundation. So if you'd like to learn more, you can go to handsandfeetfoundation.org. You can look them up on Facebook, Hands and Feet Westside, or you can come out and visit 7478 103rd Street, Jacksonville, Florida. If you'd like to come out and visit, or you'd like to give a donation, or you just like to come out and help serve, come and join us. It'd be fantastic to see you. You'll see me in my shorts and my t-shirt and my guitar. I'm just having a great day. So we'd love for you to come out here as well. Thank you. All right, I am right back with you. I got 3 more to go. We're going to go through these, and I hope this is making sense. It's making sense to me, and I want you guys to know this. When I do these shows, a lot of the things I write down, it's like I'm writing them down real quick. There's things that I hear, things that are coming to my mind, might be in my thought process. I write them down, but as I'm talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I need work in that area. Yeah, I got to improve in that area. So I don't say that I have all this figured out. I'll be the first to admit to all of you I'm under construction. So we're working on this together. It's not me back here saying, I got all this figured out, you need to live like me, because boo, no way. I'm not even close to that. I'm under construction. I need improvement. These shows resonate with me and are very, very helpful for me. Okay, here we go. Things you can control. How you spend or invest your money. Those are things that you can control. I see this especially in our industry. I see people that become broke at a higher level. The more they make, the more they spend. And I see people that are very, very successful, and as they grow and keep growing, they just have a lot of financial problems because they don't invest and they spend their money crazy. So keep in mind, you can control that. And if you find yourself moving up the ladder of success and throwing a lot of money away, you're going to find pretty soon that's going to catch up with you. If you do it the right way, because I've done it the wrong way, if you do it the right way and you follow biblical principles, for example, not going into debt, we talked about that in many shows. If you give 10% of your earnings, whether you give it to churches or charities, understanding that from a biblical perspective that it's all God's anyway, and you become a good steward of your money, where you save money, you properly invest, you do long-term investments and you forget about it and you keep growing, you will find, here's the amazing thing that happens, when you do that, you're going to be blessed even more, because you are proving that you are a good steward of your resources and of your financial resources. So it's real important that you do that. You have complete control over that. So if you found up to this point that you've been doing it the wrong way and you're broke at a higher level, all flash, no cash, if you're one of those type of persons, then change that. Start changing that right now and make a commitment to start thinking long term, start saving some money, start investing. Don't blow all your money. Do it the right way. You'll have a less stressed life if you do it that way. That's something, whether you understand or not, you have complete control over. Another thing is whether or not you try after a setback. You have control over that. We're all going to have setbacks, no matter who you are. Every person has setbacks. Now, you make a decision that once you have that setback, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to stay where you're at and say, oh, woe is me, pity party, I can't believe it, they did this to me, they did that to me, I was going so well, and all of a sudden this happened and that happened, I could have been somebody, I would have been somebody. You don't stay there. We're all going to have setbacks. Some are going to be bigger than others. Some are going to be crazy. Some are going to be just amazing. I mean, we have them. Nobody's immune from that. But you control if you're going to get back up and go for it again. You control if you try again one more time. So keep that in mind. The setbacks will come. The challenges will come. The difficulties will come. You make the ultimate decision if you're going to get back up and go for it again. Nothing stops you. Nothing's going to get in your way. You learn from that failure. You learn from that setback, and you simply go for it. You have control over that. And the final thing is, you have control over your daily habits. Bad and good. You have complete control over that. So I'd like for you to take inventory on some of your daily habits. What's your daily routine like? While you got that notebook out, while you got that pen out, write it out. Typical day. What time do you wake up in the morning? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What's your day like? Are you applying yourself? Are you giving 100%? Or are you just kind of drifting along, drifting through life, same day, same week, same month, year after year after year? Are you growing? So take inventory of your day. You'll be amazed how much wasted time that we all have. I've done that. And I've looked at, I'm watching too much TV, garbage TV, too much time on social media, too much time on the phone, whatever it might be. Too much hanging around with the wrong people, too much hanging out in places I shouldn't be hanging out. Whatever the situation might be for you, take inventory of that, because you are in complete control over your daily habits. Change the negative habits into positive habits. You control that. Change the negative things that you're doing into positive and have complete control over all the negative thoughts. Turn them into positive. So you are in control. Take complete control. I hope this all makes sense to you. Again, as I talk about this, I know it's helping me. I hope it's helping you. Keep on growing. Keep on improving. Every day's a gift. You hear me say that all the time. It's a true gift from God. Take control over your emotions and your life. Even better, let God take control over your life and let Him do a wonderful work in you. And that will be your gift back to God for this great day. Make it a great one. I'll see you next time on RMS Sales Training and Inspiration.